Hola, everyone. Our last guest is a Latin Grammy Award winning musical artist, violinist, vocalist, composer, producer, and founder of New York's only all women mariachi group, Flor de Toloache. Born of Dominican and Mexican descent and raised in Puerto Rico, she embodies all of her musical influences, whether classical, mariachi, salsa, merengue, or hip hop, to create a unique and refreshing sound. Joining us to discuss her solo project, Mireya, we welcome Mireya Ramos. Hello,
Gracias.
Mireya.
Hi. How are
Welcome.
you? Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for finding the time to be with us desde California.
Sí, desde California.
Yeah, I understand you're on tour, so thank you for taking some time to sit with
My
us and have a
pleasure.
conversation. I am a huge fan of Flor de Toloache.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
So I'm a little starstruck right now, even though I opened the stage for you with Casita Maria. It's just lovely to be in conversation because it's different when we're working on stage,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
And so let's talk about your journey thus far, working with Flor de Toloache, actually finding, right? Because you're the founder of Flor de Toloache, winning all these Latin Grammys and being nominated for all these Grammys and Latin Grammys, regular Grammys, and now becoming exploring your solo artistry.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. It's been a blessing to be able to, well, first of all, just create a collective of women and create something out of just love and passion of music, and then also exploring and learning about my culture through that whole experience, like doing mariachi, which is something that my dad did, and I watched him perform it growing up, and so it's part of the reason why I fell in love with music and with the mariachi tradition per se. And so to be able to continue to express myself through my culture, and then share with others and create this beautiful group, Flor de Toloache. We started in 2008. We started with like the dream of recording our own music and composing our own music and arranging our own stuff, and then sharing it with the world. And so we did tons of gigs in New York. We played for free. We played in the subway for many years. We did quinceañeras, weddings, all like the traditional mariachi type of performances and parties. And so that was a wonderful experience. And then once we recorded our first album, I think that really helped us share music outside of New York. And so we got nominated with that album, and that opened the doors for us to collaborate with other artists. And then we got a tour with Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys, and that also obviously opened our doors to another market and another type of audience. And so that's when our tour, like our real touring experience, started happening. And so it's been a wonderful, really crazy ride. Obviously up and down, we're in women's groups, and we're an indie band as well, so a lot of things come with that, and it's a much harder road, but we've loved every part of it. And it's been amazing to not just obviously share our music and empower other women through our music, but also inspire the next generation, which is beyond our dream. And it's every artist's goal is to just to share your music now, but also leave something behind, right, for the next generation.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. You guys are breaking barriers. I know that you just recently also performed at Lincoln Center. I saw a clip on their Instagram account. And then there's also the fact that you are, of Dominican and Mexican, but yet raised in Puerto Rico. And here we are celebrating Hispanic heritage, and you embody all of it,
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful because I would imagine that is probably what's influenced your style, because I mean, one of the things that has stood out for me about your music is that you can actually take a traditional whatever indie alternate rock, we'll say, and convert it into this mariachi sound. But it has always been your violin, to me, that really captivates and pulls us in.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, everyone, some people only know me as a singer, some people know me as a violinist, so it's really cool to hear that perspective as well. And yeah, definitely that the fact that I come from a mixed household and my parents were both musicians, they're truly passionate about music, and they've always made it a big deal for for my brother and I to grow up being proud of being Afro-Latinos and being Dominican, being Mexican, raised in Puerto Rico, and embracing all types of music. And my mother was always telling us, music is for everyone. It's un compartir, it's to share, it's a community thing. And so we've always had that mindset, and I think that we both as artists we express that in our music. And also the fact that we're a multicultural band, it's very reflective of New York City. And it's very reflective of our arrangements. Everyone puts their own sazoncito in the music, so it's part of Flor de Toloache's sound as well.
It's lovely. And so I know before we go, you're in California. Are you touring with your solo work, or are you touring as the actual group?
We're touring with Flor de Toloache. We're opening for Mon Laferte, which is really exciting. It's another artist that we admire, and so it's been wonderful to open for her, and we're also accompanying her during her set. So we've done a week, and we still have about 4 or 5 weeks to go. So it's quite an extensive tour, but really exciting.
Well, we're happy that you took the time to sit with us, and congratulations on getting out, right? Because we've all been like working virtually for so long that must be exciting for you to be on planes and visiting and being with individuals and audience, especially because it's not the same doing it virtually. It's just not.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's scary. It's a different world out there for sure, but it's very special. I think that because of the pandemic, I think that we've all learned to reappreciate those moments that we're on stage and connecting with people, even if it's a few feet away. It's just the energy is definitely much more magical than virtually.
And so, well, I know you're going to be giving us a taste of something. I know you're going to be doing it as a solo artist, but I understand it's a song from that Flor de Toloache sings.
Yeah, it's a ranchera, which is one of my favorite things to sing. And it's an original song I wrote for Flor de Toloache's second album, which is the album that we won the Latin Grammy with. And it's one of my favorite songs to sing because it's a ranchera. Ranchera is therapeutic. It always hits your heart, like straight to the heart. So I love to sing rancheras.
Bravo, yes. So we're closing out this episode, definitely celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month con gana, right?
Eso.
All right, you guys don't go anywhere, because when we return, Mireya Ramos is going to perform. What is the song you're going to perform?
Regresa ya.
Regresa ya. Ranchera style.
Eso.